Did you know that some fruits, yes, even the ones labeled superfoods, can silently harm your health as you age? We often hear, eat more fruits, they're natural and healthy. But for seniors, the truth is more complicated. Certain fruits can interfere with medications, spike blood sugar, and even worsen kidney or digestive problems. You might think you're making a healthy choice, but that morning fruit bowl could be doing more harm than good. Whether you're managing diabetes, taking blood thinners, or simply trying to stay active and alert, what you eat matters more now than ever before. Ignoring these fruit-related red flags could mean unexpected health setbacks, fatigue, or worse. In this video, we'll uncover 9 common fruits that may seem harmless, but can be dangerous for seniors if not handled with care. Stay tuned till the end. Your health, or that of someone you love, might depend on it. 1. Grapefruit, the surprising danger. Hiding in your breakfast, it's colorful, it's juicy, it smells fresh and tastes tangy. Yes, we're talking about grapefruit, a fruit often promoted as a superfood, especially for weight loss and heart health. But here's what most people don't know. For seniors, grapefruit can quietly become a serious health risk, especially if you're taking certain medications. You see, grapefruit contains unique plant compounds known as phenocoumarins. These compounds affect how your liver processes drugs, specifically through an enzyme called CYP3A4. This enzyme is responsible for breaking down nearly half of all prescription medications. But grapefruit blocks its function. The result? Your body absorbs much higher levels of the medication than it should. And that's not just theoretical. It can lead to real, measurable danger. And imagine taking your daily statin to control cholesterol, but instead of your body filtering it out safely, the levels build up in your bloodstream, increasing your risk of muscle damage, liver injury, or kidney failure. Or think about blood pressure medication. Grapefruit can amplify its effects, leading to a sudden drop in blood pressure, lightheadedness, or even fainting. And it doesn't take much. Even one glass of grapefruit juice can interfere with drug metabolism, and the effects can last up to 3 days. That means even if you stop eating grapefruit today, the interaction risk lingers long after. Medications commonly affected include statins like atorvastatin, simvastatin, blood pressure drugs like felodipine, anti-anxiety medications like buspirone, certain immunosuppressants and painkillers. And here's the tricky part. Many seniors are on multiple medications at once, increasing the chances of dangerous interactions without even realizing it. So what should you do? Check your prescriptions. Many labels include clear warnings. Avoid grapefruit. If you're unsure, ask your doctor or pharmacist directly. Because the truth is, no fruit, no matter how healthy, should compromise your safety. In the world of senior nutrition, grapefruit is a perfect example of how something natural isn't always harmless. 2. Bananas. Not always a potassium hero for seniors. Bananas are often seen as the go-to fruit for energy and quick nutrition. They're soft, easy to digest, and rich in potassium, something we're told is essential for heart health and muscle function. But here's where it gets complicated for seniors. While potassium is important, too much potassium can actually be dangerous, especially for older adults with certain health conditions, like chronic kidney disease, heart failure, or those taking potassium-sparing medications. You see, as we age, our kidneys become less efficient at filtering out excess minerals. And when your kidneys can't properly remove potassium, it starts building up in your blood, a condition known as hyperkalemia. Hyperkalemia is no joke. It can cause irregular heartbeat, muscle weakness, fatigue, and in severe cases, even cardiac arrest. What many people don't realize is that a single large banana contains around 400 milligrams of potassium, For someone with kidney problems or on medications like ACE inhibitors or certain diuretics, even that amount can tip the balance and create a dangerous spike. And it's not just about eating multiple bananas a day. Potassium builds up over time, especially if your diet already includes other high potassium foods like oranges, spinach, potatoes, or beans. So while bananas are safe for many, they're not universally safe, especially for seniors with reduced kidney function or cardiovascular issues. Here's what to do. If you're over 60 and managing a health condition, especially kidney or heart related, ask your doctor to monitor your potassium levels regularly. And before reaching for that banana every morning, make sure it fits your specific dietary plan. Because in senior health, balance is everything. What's a nutrient for one person can become a risk factor for another. Bananas may be popular, but in the wrong context, they can quietly cause more harm than good. 3. Oranges, the acidic culprit that could be weakening your legs. Now let's talk about a fruit that many seniors eat every day, thinking it's a healthy choice. Oranges. They're bright, juicy, and packed with vitamin C, right? It seems like a no-brainer for your immune system. But what if I told you that for adults over 60, oranges could be doing more harm than good, especially when it comes to your legs and joints? Here's why. While oranges do contain important nutrients, they're also high in citric acid, which can cause inflammation and irritation in people who are already prone to joint pain, arthritis, or stiffness. If you've been experiencing aching knees, hip tightness, or leg cramps, the acid in citrus fruits like oranges may actually be making your symptoms worse, not better. But that's not the only issue. Oranges also have a hidden impact on your muscle strength and bone density. Their acidity can interfere with your body's ability to absorb key minerals like calcium and magnesium, both essential for strong bones, muscle contraction, and balance. When these minerals are depleted, you're at greater risk for falls, fatigue, and leg weakness. And if you're drinking orange juice every morning, that might be even worse. Juice is stripped of its natural fiber and concentrated in sugar. 1 cup can have over 20 grams of sugar, almost as much as some sodas. That sugar rush may give you a quick burst of energy, but it's often followed by a crash, leaving you feeling tired, unsteady, and sometimes dizzy. Over time, those spikes and crashes can contribute to muscle fatigue and slower recovery, especially in your legs. What should you do instead? If you love citrus, try low-acid fruits like mandarins or clementines in moderation. Oranges aren't bad in small amounts, but seniors should eat them sparingly and always with a protein or fat, like a handful of almonds, to help buffer the sugar and acid load. Remember, what seems healthy on the surface may be silently interfering with your strength, stability, and independence. 4. Pineapple, the sweet fruit that can sour your strength. Let's move on to a fruit that feels tropical, refreshing, and full of flavor: pineapple. Many seniors enjoy it in smoothies, fruit salads, or even straight from the can. It's often marketed as healthy because it contains an enzyme called bromelain, which has anti-inflammatory properties. But here's the truth most people don't hear. Pineapple can actually cause more harm than good for seniors, especially when it comes to leg strength and joint health. While bromelain sounds like a benefit, in some people, especially those over 60, it can cause digestive irritation, leading to bloating, stomach discomfort, and even diarrhea. That's not just inconvenient, it's draining. Poor digestion means your body struggles to absorb nutrients, including essential ones like magnesium, calcium, and B vitamins, which are all vital for muscle recovery and energy production. If your legs feel heavy, weak, or cramp easily, Poor nutrient absorption could be one hidden cause, and pineapple may be contributing to it. What's more, pineapple is very high in natural sugars. One cup has around 16 grams of sugar, which can quickly spike your blood glucose. For seniors, especially those managing prediabetes or type 2 diabetes, this can be dangerous. Repeated sugar spikes contribute to chronic inflammation, slow healing, and muscle fatigue, all of which can reduce your ability to stay active and mobile. And let's not forget the acidic content. Pineapple is highly acidic, which can irritate joints, especially in those with gout, arthritis, or inflammatory conditions. That zingy taste you love, it could be quietly aggravating your knees, ankles, or hips. And over time, that inflammation can seriously impact your walking, balance, and leg strength. Smart swap. If you love sweet fruits, consider switching to berries like blueberries or raspberries. They're lower in sugar, high in antioxidants, and much gentler on the digestive system, making them a much more senior-friendly choice. Don't let pineapple's reputation fool you. It may be tropical and trendy, but for seniors focused on leg strength, balance, and joint health, it's often more foe than friend. 5. Watermelon, the hydrating fruit that drains your strength. Now let's talk about a summertime favorite that almost no one suspects could be harmful. Watermelon. It's juicy, sweet, and loaded with water. So many seniors think of it as the perfect healthy snack to stay hydrated. But here's something you may not know. Eating too much watermelon can silently weaken your legs, drain your energy, and disrupt your blood sugar. Let's start with sugar. Even though watermelon seems light, it has a very high glycemic index, GI, which means it causes your blood sugar to spike fast. In fact, watermelon ranks higher on the GI scale than many desserts. So while you might feel a burst of energy right after eating it, what follows is often a crash, and that crash can make you feel sluggish, dizzy, and weak, especially in your legs. This is particularly risky for seniors. As we age, our ability to regulate blood sugar efficiently declines, and sharp spikes can contribute to inflammation, nerve sensitivity, and even muscle fatigue, especially in the lower body. Watermelon is also low in fiber and virtually fat-free. That may sound good, but it actually means the sugar from watermelon enters your bloodstream even faster, worsening the crash effect. And without fiber or protein to help slow digestion, you're left with short bursts of energy, not the sustained support your legs and joints need throughout the day. There's another hidden concern: electrolyte imbalance. Watermelon has a mild diuretic effect, meaning it can make you urinate more often, leading to a loss of important minerals like potassium and magnesium. These are key to preventing leg cramps, muscle weakness, and poor circulation, all of which become more common as we age. Smarter choice: instead of watermelon, try snacking on cucumber slices with sea salt or berries with a handful of nuts. These options are lower on the glycemic index, packed with nutrients, and much more supportive of steady energy and muscle health. So while watermelon might cool you off, it could be quietly stealing your strength, one slice at a time. 6. Cherries, the sweet trap that can trigger pain and weakness. Cherries are often seen as a superfruit. They're small, sweet, and loaded with antioxidants. So you might be thinking, what could possibly be wrong with cherries? Well, if you're over 60, the answer might surprise you. Despite their health reputation, cherries can be problematic for seniors, especially when consumed regularly or in large amounts. First, let's talk about sugar. Just 1 cup of cherries contains over 17 grams of natural sugar, more than a chocolate chip cookie. And while the sugar is natural, Your body responds to it the same way it would to added sugar, by spiking insulin and triggering inflammation. This can lead to energy crashes, muscle fatigue, and chronic inflammation, especially in the legs and joints. Now, here's something few people realize. Cherries are rich in fructose, a type of sugar that's metabolized in the liver. For seniors, especially those with slower digestion or mild liver issues, too much fructose can contribute to belly bloating, gas, and sluggishness. If you've ever felt puffy or heavy after a fruit snack, cherries could be the reason. But it's not just about digestion. Many older adults live with joint pain, arthritis, or mobility issues. The natural compounds in cherries, including salicylates, can mimic aspirin-like effects and interfere with medications, especially blood thinners or anti-inflammatories. If you're on medication for heart disease, high blood pressure, or arthritis, eating too many cherries could amplify side effects or reduce your medicine's effectiveness. And here's one more overlooked danger: choking hazards. Fresh cherries contain pits, and even pitted cherries can pose a risk if you have dental issues, dentures, or slowed chewing reflexes, which are common in seniors. Choking accidents in older adults are more serious than most people think. Healthier alternative? Instead of cherries, opt for blueberries or strawberries, lower in sugar, easier to digest, and safer to eat. Plus, they offer brain and heart benefits without the side effects. So while cherries might look innocent in a bowl, they can be a sneaky source of leg weakness, digestive stress, and medication interactions. And that's something every senior needs to know. 7. Apples, the healthy fruit that's not always senior-friendly. Now we've come to a fruit that might shock you: apples. For decades, we've all heard the saying, "An apple a day keeps the doctor away." But if you're over 60, you might want to think twice before biting into that shiny green or red fruit. Here's the surprising truth: apples can be hard on aging bodies, especially when it comes to digestion, blood sugar, and leg strength. Let's start with sugar. A medium apple contains around 19 grams of sugar, and while it's natural, it can still cause sharp blood sugar spikes, particularly in seniors with insulin resistance, prediabetes, or type 2 diabetes. These sugar surges may lead to inflammation and oxidative stress, which can weaken the muscles and joints over time, especially in the legs. Another hidden issue with apples is their high fructose content. Fructose is processed in the liver and doesn't trigger the same satiety signals as glucose. This means you can eat an apple, feel full for a little while, but still experience energy crashes soon after. For seniors trying to stay active and mobile, this can contribute to fatigue, dizziness, or even muscle weakness during daily tasks like walking or climbing stairs. But digestion is where apples can really become a problem. Their skin contains insoluble fiber, which can be rough on sensitive digestive systems. Seniors who deal with bloating, constipation, or IBS may find apples cause gas, cramping, or irregular bowel movements, all of which can sap your energy and reduce your leg endurance throughout the day. And if you've had dental work, dentures, or sensitive gums, biting into a raw apple can be uncomfortable or even risky. The firm texture can strain your jaw or damage dental hardware. Smarter choice? If you enjoy apples, go for stewed or baked apples with the peel removed. They're gentler on digestion and still provide important nutrients without the digestive burden. You can also swap in pears or soft fruits like papaya, which are easier on your system and lower in fructose. So, while apples might be seen as the ultimate health food, for seniors, they could be quietly contributing to leg fatigue, digestive upset, and energy crashes, the very things we're trying to avoid as we age gracefully. Before you reach for that next piece of fruit, think twice. Your legs, joints, and energy depend on it. If this video helped you learn something new, don't forget to hit the like button to support the channel. And if you're over 60 and serious about feeling stronger, moving better, and living pain-free, subscribe now and turn on notifications, because we're just getting started. Comment below, which fruit surprised you the most today? Or is there a healthy food you're not sure about? We read every comment and love hearing from our growing senior wellness community. Subscribe for more. Get honest, research-backed advice for healthy aging without the fluff, because at your age you deserve clarity, not confusion.